EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Atlanta, Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside the beautiful Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys responded well to their season-opening loss, winners a week ago. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Good return up past the 30. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. You look at this Steeler defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Got a man, it's London. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw is Taylor. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to have the Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Robinson up the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4th. 2nd and 6. The Falcons are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Here's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 3.
Let's go now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now it's Taylor. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First down.
The first carry here for Jordan James. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Falcons First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Now Taylor. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away.
All right, we got to lock and play defense now.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
So the rushing numbers for Bigsby a week ago, 13 carries, 56 yards.
There were some signs of life in the ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Wyman can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now let me
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Falcon football. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They just got to go seize it.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Lions. Dragon 60.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
19 Lions. Ready.
Taylor will throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Derek Harmon coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Over the middle, caught by London. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Okay, ready?
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll sneak it with Taylor. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
One of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to lift you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Another run by Bigsby. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's again to Bigsby. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Wagner. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal from the 1. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown. From a yard out. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe they would host it this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Oh, wow.
There, it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Jesus, man.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. 2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Simmons. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Wagner. Now let's up this and run. We'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Back to throw. Wagner. Oh. Screen for Bigsby. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Jake Moody on for the field goal.
And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Let's go now.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Derek Harmon on the tackle. A gain of 2.
Taylor. He'll get this to Bell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
At the 33-yard line.
Now it's Taylor. Throw complete to Bell. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Take too much time.
Now Taylor. All right, rifles now. It's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
A 39-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will do it. For a no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Started off promising.
Fights forward at the 20. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
He finds his man complete. It's Simmons. He is out of bounds inside the 35. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw. Wagner. And they'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 2 yards to go, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Wagner. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down the middle. And with it, they have taken the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely.
Jesus, man, yo.
You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
At the 39-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Taylor. And quick field goal.
Intended for number 16. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Ready?
They'll try the sneak with Taylor. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Ready?
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
18.
Here's Taylor.
Oh, wow. I did not. Oh, Lord.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Taylor to throw. Short throw, caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And
Let's go now.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
Jesus, come on, man.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Here we go. Back.
Now Taylor. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
Hawk 70. Ready?
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Zay Flowers, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker driving on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got his receiver, Lane, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Off the bootleg, Wagner. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Oh my gosh, that is weak.
They're going to have this across midfield inside the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Simmons. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Bigsby.
Listen, y'all right there.
A familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Operating from the gun, Wagner. He finds his man complete. That's Simmons. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Operating from the gun, Wagner. Working the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. 8 yards there on a first down.
Pickup. And the Steelers first down.
Back to throw. Wagner. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Touchdown. Kyle Williams. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Now he's going to step up and run.
Thank you.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 31, here's second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Work this forward for about 3 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Taylor to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Let's go now.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Ain't got no time out. Let's chew this clock real quick.
21-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the 1st down on that one?
Thank you. I was going to say, boy, go down.
First contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
I didn't realize that was an injury.
And a yard. All the give. Here's Robinson. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
Here now, 3rd down.
Let's go.
Hand off now to Robinson. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Fitzgerald on for the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on
25
the
seconds
clock.
left. Oh, that's ugly.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there. It gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Got to tackle him in the
This is
middle.
first and 10. He'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Here's second down. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lane. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
9 seconds, no timeouts left. Back to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to do, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared.
Oh, it's okay. It's a legit hit.
And tackle someone.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield.